Welcome to the pod.
Fargo, Moorhead. Let's ride.
Let's ride, Moorhead, Fargo. 2 cents.
Roll.
2 cents. Josh and Spence. What's up, man?
We got to come up with a catchy intro line and stick with it.
Well,
I kind of liked last week's episode. We sang it in.
Well, I feel like everybody's still like slapping their knee just from the name 2 cents with Josh and Spence.
Right.
So like we got to let people catch their breath.
Maybe we
first.
create a song
Okay.
that we sing.
Right.
Intro tune.
Yeah.
I have one.
People, who you're hearing here is a very, very special guest.
It's an unfamiliar voice there.
It is.
It's an unfamiliar face.
It is.
What do we got here?
3 people on the pod today. Here we go. Today we have the owner,
What?
founder,
What?
the CEO,
What?
the head barber
What?
at Kezar's Barbershop
Holy
in
buckets.
Thief River Falls, Minnesota. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's good to be here. How are you guys?
That's one man with a lot of hats right there.
Yeah.
Well, just one today.
And he doesn't
Just one
even
more.
wear it because
Yeah.
he's a barber, so he's got sweet hair.
No,
You know what I mean?
Ah.
So,
Oh, oh,
Don't
Well,
see that a whole lot from
no.
a barber.
well,
It's all right.
it's a good start. Good start.
Mother Nature's problem, not mine.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I get it.
So these episodes, like we said on our first episode, we want to interview some business owners. Let's pick their brain a little bit. Let's see how they're wired. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing
Let's
today.
get under the hood there.
Alright.
Let's
We
get
got-
under the hood. See what's going on.
Dive right
We
into
got
it.
our first business owner sewed. So
Let's
here
go.
we go, Andrew Kezar. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself and your business, Kezar Barbershop.
Well, Andrew Kezar was born and raised, in Thief River Falls, Minnesota.
Hell yeah.
Ow!
Alumni.
Spencer.
Ow!
I'm the master barber and sole proprietor of Kezar's Barbershop.
Love
That
that.
sounds so cool.
So I opened up in April of 2021 and been kicking it ever since. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
community's keeping me busy. Couldn't be happier.
Hell
So
yeah.
It's awesome.
And you went to school here in Fargo.
yeah, went to Moeller Barber College in downtown Fargo. So shout out to Andrew, the instructor there. He's tight.
Shout
Yeah.
out. Shout out.
Yeah.
So why barber? Why cutting hair?
I
What's
wasn't
that?
really doing anything else with my life, and I went to try like normal college. It wasn't my thing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just work as many jobs as I can until I find something that I like. And before I'm trying to find something before I'm 25. And so I was going to go on the railroad, and I was talking with one of my uncles, and he was just like, hey, we've never had a barber in the family. He just kind of just came out of nowhere. And so that kind of like planted the seed, and then started looking up videos, kind of looking into the barber culture, lifestyle. And it just seemed to like exactly what I was looking for, like freedom of schedule, do what you want, open your own business, and be around people and provide a service. And that's kind of hit all the check marks for me. So I enrolled at school and never looked back, I guess.
No, look
Yeah.
at you.
Now look at me. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, I'm in there.
we getting paper.
Goodbye,
you-
everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
we're closing
this
out
is
now.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to start your own shop versus working at someone else's shop. Talk to
Yeah.
us a little bit about that and what
Um,
came into that decision, because I'm sure that wasn't easy. I mean, you kind of
No.
got to take a risk there.
Yeah, it was a big risk, and just looking at it at that, like, kind of the point where I'm the first person to open a barbershop in Thief River since Steve Wiggin, I believe, and that was 42 years ago.
Oh wow.
So out of all those people, like, it's just never really been an interest, and so that's why I was a little worried, because I was like, well, maybe there's not like a market here. Maybe there's people just go to their salons and they don't really care if it's a barber style cut. Because what I found out too is a lot of people there they didn't really understand the difference.
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
Yeah,
Until
nobody
I got
really
my
knew,
hair
because
cut
I
by a
mean,
barber.
we were raised just going to salons, I guess. And
Yeah.
so working for myself, like, you have that point of like a little more stressful, and like everything's kind of on you to like make it if you put a lot of time into it. I wasn't a huge fan of working at another barbershop just because you don't have as much control. Like, you see people walk in, get a haircut that's not really up to like your standards, but I mean, you don't run the shop, so you can't really say anything. You just watch someone walk out looking not great. So
And what does that look like? So if you work at like a salon or whatever, you whatever, you become qualified to cut hair, and then basically you like are you still like a 1099 where you like?
I'm a 1099, so I'm self-contractor. So a lot of barbershops, salons, I'm not sure. I've heard different things. Like some of them do hourly pay, which would, I mean,
right.
You're getting paid either way, because sometimes it can be rough. If you're not cutting hair, you're not getting paid.
Right.
Sure.
So I get that, but a lot of places like barbershop specifically will do commission. So come in and you start out like you get 70% of every haircut, the owner gets the rest, and then you can build up to some places max out at like 90%, which is really good. When I was out in Colorado, I think I started at 60%. They got 40, which equaled out to be like that was a lot of money like lost, like almost half, which sucked. And then you're taxed on top of that. So it just wasn't that great, and also not really having the control thing to like kind of run your own ship. So I don't know, just working for other people wasn't for me. So I wanted to go and just,
I hear you.
I was like, even if I fail, I know that it was on me and not because I just didn't try, you know?
That's a big thing about it. Like that's what got me into wanting to run my own business and not work for someone. Like if I work my tail off, I'm going to get rewarded.
Exactly.
Instead of, getting a pizza party.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's
I
just
like pizza, but
pizza's
like
great.
money more.
Yeah. Money can buy more pizza. So,
but then you have that risk. So like I'm sure it had to be a very difficult decision where
it was stressful.
Where when you did it kind of right out of school too.
Yeah. I went out to Colorado and worked for, I think I was there for 8 months, and I went there right out of school, started working there. So, I mean, I gained a little bit of experience, but the biggest thing isn't like worrying about getting like the perfect haircut. I think like you learn that stuff, and good haircuts come with time, but it's how you treat the customer and client is like the biggest thing to learn. So it's like you could be great at cutting hair and go to school and open your own shop, and that doesn't mean it's going to succeed.
Right.
Like
well,
if you're going to be an asshole,
nobody's going to come back.
Yeah. If you're going to be an asshole, nobody's going to go to you.
I think that's with any business, customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Customer service. So yeah, and that's why I kind of like, I was stressed out because it's like, you don't know if you're going to make it or not. But I also knew that like, I've always had good people skills. So that's one thing that I was never really worried about. It's just treat people with respect, and hopefully they'll respect you back. And if not, you don't have to take them back. That's the great thing too. You get to kind of pick your clientele.
Well, that's a cool thing. Like that success, right? Like it's a byproduct of taking care of people, right? So no matter what, whether real estate, barber, any type of thing, like you can either chase the money, or on the flip side, you can be like, okay, how can I take excellent care of people? And then as a byproduct of that, like you're going to be successful, right?
Oh, 100%. And it's like, lost my train of thought there.
Oh, I do that. I do that 4 times a pod. Just blackout.
But yes, like the great thing is that it's almost kind of like a instant gratification. Like once you made someone happy like that, like that's almost kind of payment too. Like knowing that you can just kind of carry that on, and knowing that people appreciate your work and appreciate 100%. The time that you put into it. That's very gratifying. And to be able to do it for like the community that kind of raised me and that I grew up in, to be able to give that back is a really cool feeling. So,
it's energizing too, right? Like
you wake up and you're like, okay, I got these people coming in, like I got to be on my top notch to go take care of them and stuff. And it kind of like hypes you up a little bit. It's not like, oh, I got to go punch in at this place. And blah, blah, blah. Like I never have that feeling.
Right.
I get a little aggravated sometimes when it's like, oh, I got to do my taxes now, or I got to send in my sales tax reports, or I got to order stuff. The behind the scenes stuff is the stuff that kind of aggravates me. If I could just go there and cut hair and talk to people, it'd be
100%.
That's what you're looking for.
So kind of going off of that, what are some things that you didn't anticipate would be like when you opened a business? Some of that stuff that you don't have to do when you're employed.
Definitely like the business side of things, like money wise, like paying myself, make sure that I calculate, like, because I'm a cash only business. So at the end of the day, I have my cash. I need to calculate, this is how much I put aside this day for taxes. This is how much I put aside for my bills and stuff. This is how much I have left. I think kind of just being in charge of doing that and making sure that, like, I don't know, especially with the business, like paying your bills on time.
Yeah.
Back when I was like employed and by someone else and younger, and I was just like, I'll just pay him when I get to it. But now it's like your business's name's on it,
Right.
So you kind of want to take a little more pride in that.
It's like, I'm good for it.
Yeah, no, I'm good for it. Like whatever.
That's my case, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's hard to like. I struggle with this too. You get that money,
Yeah,
and it's hard to say no. I can't touch that. That's for taxes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's so
such
hard.
a sad feeling.
Yeah, and I got this last year on taxes was rough because I didn't really know what I was.
You'll learn and you move on.
Exactly. Like first year, like I didn't really know what to expect, and then I had saved this chunk of money, and I thought I had like a pretty good amount of write-offs just starting my business. I had like my chair, like that's expensive. All the like the barber pools, equipment, all that. And my accountant was like, "You didn't have enough write-offs," and then he gave me what I owed, and it was I'd only saved like half the amount. Like, oh god,
Yeah, dude.
like dude, what?
And a lot of people in real estate get into the same thing where it's like, you start out kind of like put your education on a credit card, right?
Yep.
And then you kind of like the roller coaster of like, okay, cool, everything's good, and then take that commission check and then pay off your credit card or whatever. But then it's like, then if you get behind on your taxes, you got to take more money that you earn that you're also getting taxed on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You can get in a real deep pit if you. I don't know. That's why you just like. Now I'm just putting my nose to the stone and just like trying to pay it off as fast as I can because.
You guys watch Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah.
And like at the repo, like, Grandma, you didn't pay your taxes.
Yeah.
I go, what up? I didn't have any money.
Yeah, I didn't have any money. Yeah, no, that's a good example. But yeah, that's definitely one thing that I've that's been a real struggle. Not a real struggle, but a real learning curve that I didn't really expect. Which that's on me for not doing the research on the business side of it. But it's all worked out. So
well, even too like just being more efficient with it.
Yeah.
Like even more like my profit and loss and like paying like all that type of stuff could be much more sophisticated.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's as long as it works for you though, and you're actually like getting it done. Because that's like my dad owns the.
That's the problem though. He doesn't get it done.
No,
I absolutely get it done.
I absolutely
most
do.
of the time.
He's shaking his head no right now. But like my dad, I asked him. He owns a music store up in Thief River, and I asked him like, "Can you kind of show me how you get your stuff done?" And he's just like, "Well, I mean, I could show you my way, but it's not going to be your way." Right. And like he showed me, and I was like, it was just like so old school. Like it's all he writes everything pen and paper, and like I'm like, dude, that takes hours. I'm like, I ain't not doing that. So QuickBooks is cool. How you like that? Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
So what are the plans for the future of Kezar Barbershop? Like, do you plan on hiring new people, or what are some of your goals?
I'd like to. I've been looking probably
because right now it's just you.
Right now it's just me. Yeah, and I'm booked. I think my next opening right now is August 26th, and I have 2 openings that day, so I'm like a month out. And
wow.
I mean that's
people keep coming.
Yeah, that's cuts every day. I probably do.
That hair keeps growing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Keeps growing. But I don't know. I really am looking. My end goal, if I could, is to have like a 3-4 chair shop in Thief River, and then hopefully find someone to kind of manage that when I'm in like. If I could have that by the time I'm in like mid 40s, and then I'd like to go start another shop in Detroit Lakes.
Okay.
That's kind of like the long-term goal. I think that'd be really sweet because that's a pretty cool like tourist area.
Probably,
and you could
probably
have
kind of the same situation too, where they have all salons.
Yeah, like there's
there's
one barbershop right now, but I think the guy's like 50 something. So, and I mean, which is he's still. I mean, he's still got some time left. But I mean, if I did
the new 37.
Yeah, it is.
Just calm down.
People work for a long time, but yeah, no, that's kind of the goal. Is I would like to hire more people. I'm trying to hire right now, but. Like I had said earlier, like I'm the first person to open a barbershop there in like 40 years. So it's not really like all the high school kids now that I talk to and stuff. They're like, well, I'm going to go be like engineering or plumber, electrician, HVAC, like construction. That's all kind of bred into like the culture there. Barbering's not really like a thought yet. So, I mean, it's going to take some time, I think, to get someone from there to work for me. And I don't know. I've been looking at even the barber colleges in town here and stuff, and no one's really interested in moving to Thief River.
Well, yeah, it's a
which
small
is the
town,
hard part.
I think
there's not really amenities there.
Yeah.
It's a nice town. Like it's a really
nice
really good community and stuff. But if you're someone like they all say, well, I want to live in Fargo, or I want to get a job at a barbershop in Minneapolis, or
nobody wants to live in Moorhead.
Everybody wants to live in Moorhead. Okay. Why would they go to Thief River when there's Moorhead right here?
They're not bottom feeders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I'm just
hardworking
kidding.
blue
Anyone
collar
who lives in
folks.
Moorhead, I actually don't need Moorhead. I kind of feel bad though.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, but
Scumbag.
I'd like to move on, like grow and expand, and eventually have 2 shops would be cool.
So what is like, and it's always like the first time you do anything, like the first time you, whatever, like your first hire, like that's can be like a nerve-wracking thing.
100%.
Cause like, how do I train them? How do I pay? Like, what if, right?
Yeah.
Like now, not only like, cause right now, like what if you fail? Like, that's on you. But
You're now,
but
like somebody else is now counting on you
Exactly.
to feed their family.
Oh,
So-
100%.
so
Yeah, and
it's-
that adds a little more stress to it, 100%. But I mean, it's like, you kind of just tell them, you come in here, you work, put your head down, and just like be grateful and respectful to people. And like good, like I said, good haircuts come on time. People aren't coming in there looking to be like $1 million. Obviously, they want a good haircut, but
People come in to talk to the handsome barber.
they come in and talk to me,
Get
get
chatted
smoothed a
up.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
You know?
good.
Clean them up.
What is but if you were like what do you think an ideal candidate would be? Like you meet a kid or you meet somebody, you're like, this kid would be like, what does that person look like?
Outgoing, at least someone that can look at someone like with eye contact, which is a really like hard thing to find in younger kids right now. Because
It's tough.
every kid that talks to me, they're like looking down at
Can I
someone.
just text you?
Yeah, like just
Being
so
a freak, let me text you.
somebody
I
that's
got
like
my AirPods.
You got my Air-
Oh,
yeah.
I hate that.
yeah, the AirPods. Yeah, that's a big thing. Give my haircut. Can I leave my AirPods in? Like, no.
Yeah, I
Put
mean,
the phone away. Put your AirPods away. Where this.
I'm sure.
like,
I'm
one
sure it's
time-
very similar to any business. Like
Yeah.
somebody who can just talk to people and
Yeah, and somebody like, especially since they're gonna be like carrying my name. Like, I don't want somebody that's like gonna be going out to bars and like starting shit, and then they're like, "Well, he works at Kezar's Barbershop." Like, I'm not fucking going there. So it's like I need somebody that's definitely gonna like present themselves, like with any business, gonna carry themselves in the community respectfully and just come in and be willing to work hard. So that's
Nice.
kind of what I'm looking for.
Are you doing anything cool? Because, like you said, we grew up in Thief, so it's kind of cool to be able to start your own business and also like give back.
Yeah.
Are you able to do anything yet where you're able to give back to the community? or-
Yeah. So I'm getting on through the baseball organization. I'm going to sponsor some of the baseball
Nice.
fields
Mm.
and do that and just help with their uniforms and field maintenance. Also going to try to put up a board at the Ralph Engelstead in Thief River.
Nice.
Just to, all that cost helps with ice time and all that other stuff. And I grew up playing hockey and I played baseball younger. So I definitely want to help support those sporting things. I also do in August, we got coming up, it's called Kiwanis, their program. They do free haircuts for children, like kids in need, less fortunate. So I go and donate. I'll probably do like a 6-hour day there and just do free haircuts for kids.
That's awesome.
So I like doing stuff like that. We were going to do it last year, but there was some COVID stuff that wasn't allowed. But I think that, this year we're doing it. It's August 11th, I think.
Well, and that's what it's all about. Like that's a big goal for me is to be able to give back. And
Oh, yeah.
as you get bigger, you're able to give back even
Yeah.
more. So
Well, and I do
That's
and for the football team, they do the Prowler cards where a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
businesses. So I go on there and last year I did, I think $4 off per haircut. And then I think this year I'm doing $2 off a haircut and $2 off beard trims. So
nice.
just, help people out that way. And so
People helping people.
people helping people.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. That's very
Yeah.
cool.
You got one?
You got your stuff with you.
Yeah, you
Tighten up. Tighten this up here or what?
Any,
You got nothing
that's
censored?
what we should have done, a podcast where he just gives us haircuts.
Yeah, that would have been
Oh,
tight.
Shop.
We dropped the ball, dude.
Oh,
shut up.
dude.
But
You
any,
guys will have to come to me someday.
yeah.
Missed opportunity. Yeah.
Any advice for somebody who's on the fence about starting their own business? Because obviously there's some risk there.
Oh,
You
100%.
kind of gotta.
I'd
you
say,
gotta just go for it.
yeah, I'd
Any
say
advice?
100%. Just, believe in yourself as much as you can and take advice from others that have done it, but don't take advice from people that haven't because they don't know. And that's the biggest thing is just kind of listen to the people in your circle that you trust and just go for it. Because worst thing that's going to happen, you're going to fail. And I mean, you can always build back something different.
Feel forward, baby.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know. You're gonna feel better about yourself in the long run, being like, at least I tried it. And I mean, it didn't work, but whatever, instead of being 55, stuck at a job that you don't like. And you're like,
shoot
dude, I should have
your
tried
shot.
Yeah,
shoot your shot, people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like,
Yeah.
example, like when I was first starting, no other place in Thief River does online booking for haircuts. I was the first person to do that with Booksy. And I had so many people tell me, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Nobody's going to go online to book a haircut. You're going to be wasting your time, blah, 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 blah. Now, I probably only get maybe like 3 phone calls a day at my shop because about 99% of my clients all go online and book.
You're telling me I can schedule a haircut on the internet?
Yeah. 24/7. You can book it. You can get home from the bar or be laying in bed on a Sunday night and just be like, I need to book my haircut. You can do it whenever. Done.
Done.
Sounds like witchcraft.
Book.
Sorcery.
Shout out to Booksy.
Shout out, Booksy. Thank you, Booksy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say just go for it. I mean, failure is better than not knowing. So
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good point.
just go for it.
So how do people find you? How do they? You mentioned Booksy. How they booking up?
Booksy, yeah, you can go Booksy.com or get the Booksy app. You can go Kezarsbarbershop.com. That's Kezar barbershop.com. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. I don't have Twitter, but yeah, Facebook and Instagram. Just either Andrew Kezar or Kezar's Barbershop.
Nice.
Yep.
Is that reminded me of another question? But is that where you do most of your advertising?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm finally getting
I feel
a
like
commercial
the
made
world
this
is
year.
kind of coming to that.
Yeah, like I did all my advertising on social media last year, and I was already super slammed like from the get-go. So I was like, well, I don't need to advertise anymore. And then my accountant was like, no, you need to spend more money on advertising because that's yeah. He told me, he was like, you need to spend more money so you don't have to send in as much. And I'm like, what do you mean spend more money? Like, because he was like 100% of advertisement is a write-off. So he was like, spend more money on advertising. I'm like,
it drives me insane.
We got to
like,
get a tax guy.
you need to do something that you don't need to do for tax purposes. Like that just sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So dumb.
That's what I
dumb.
So I mean, I'm doing a commercial this year, but in the commercial, I'm not just like advertising. I'm like also promoting that I'm hiring people. So
nice.
Kind of doing like a 2-in-1. Yeah. So,
but yeah, social media, dude. It's like I always say,
thing.
like if you could go back, because I wasn't even like 100% on board not that long ago. But then I was like, if you go back to like 1984 and be like, hey man, you could advertise to people that already know you, like you, and trust you as much as you want for free.
100%.
Or you can make a radio advertisement for many dollars, or a park bench or whatever.
It's
like
a newspaper that no one reads.
It just
not to mention any names, but like you do a radio ad or something like that. I'm not saying any names who did this.
I'll do it.
But
I'll do it.
Not on this podcast.
Not on this podcast.
Not on this podcast.
All right, well, I'm going to say it and you guys can bleep it out.
No, don't say it.
No?
No.
All right, fair enough.
What does it rhyme with? I'm just
No,
kidding. That's it.
All right, I won't say it, but.
I give you this. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scumbag. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
let's wrap this up really quick though. For the people who stayed till the end, we thank you.
Shout out to you.
We want to do a little giveaway.
What are we giving away?
Well,
no.
Josh is giving away his truck.
That's false.
Is this it? Is this
No,
the prize?
that's for you.
Oh,
It's
really?
a drink.
Sick.
It's a little pre-show nip right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we probably could have talked about
are
this
you-
giveaway more before.
Yeah.
Start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna make people do? They gotta share the link to the podcast.
You know,
Tag
follow.
Kezar's Barbershop and 2 cents, and then
those are the
are
things.
you
If you tag me in the podcast and you have proof of it, a screenshot or whatever, come in, you'll get 25% off a haircut.
Oh,
That's not bad. That is not bad.
What are we doing? Giving away a truck?
We can give away a T-shirt with my truck on it.
Okay.
Pretty much giving away a truck.
And a Village Inn gift card for a free pie.
20 bones.
Free pie.
Free pie.
Free pie. You can drive, not the pickup, but you can drive with the shirt.
You'll
with the
give
pickup.
them a ride in the pickup to get their free pie.
When I have time. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, like, share on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're at. Tag us. You'll get entered to win. There's probably only 4 or 5 listeners. 2 of them are me and my wife. So you probably have a pretty good chance of winning.
Hey, I like those odds.
I like
those
your odds. You like haircuts, and if you like pie.
And if you don't, what are you still listening for?
Yeah.
If you don't,
If you don't, then we don't like you.
Yeah.
So
You come in, get a haircut, pick up your old lady, drive her to Fargo, get a pie.
Josh will pick up you and the lady
Yeah.
in his truck.
in Moorhead.
In Moorhead.
Moorhead city limits. I pick you up, drive you over to Village Inn.
Get a pie.
But then you have to Uber back to your car. He's not giving
Yeah, I'm not to sit here all day.
He's not
right?
No, he's got a place to be.
Figure it out, people.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. I think we're done.
Heck of a sode.
Yeah.
Heck of a sode.
Thanks for having me,
Hey,
boys.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming, man.
cheers to us. Good
Watch your
sode.
beer.
Let's go.